Hey everybody, and welcome to this presentation, part of the Global Social Media Summit from Circle of Excellence. Thank you to all the amazing speakers who have gone so far, and also to Mike and Landy for the opportunity. So if you are seeing me for the first time, my name is Kate Pearl Goddard and I am a YouTube expert and video confidence coach, and my job is to make YouTube much easier for online business owners. I help them grow via video through YouTube, their businesses and their brands. So without further ado, we're going to get into it. So 3 big keys to winning with YouTube for your business. So what we're going to cover in this conversation is niching to grow and getting YouTube to love you. Secondly, we're going to talk about knowing your value and knowing your viewer. And the third, we're going to talk about videos every YouTube channel should have. So that in a nutshell is 3 big keys. Let's get into it. So niching to grow and getting YouTube to love you. So ultimately, the biggest key to success on YouTube is actually understanding your niche. It's a cold, hard fact that you need to niche down in order to blow up on YouTube in 2020, because there are hundreds of thousands of hours worth of video content uploaded to YouTube each and every hour. So it is tough to stand out, but it's still entirely possible. Now, the biggest way you can stand out is by clearly understanding who it is that you speak to, because not only are you going to be able to create the best kind of content for your audience, but it's also going to be much easier for them to actually find you. YouTube, of course, at its core is a search engine. And something you want to think about as well, each and every last one of these people could be a dream client. That is so important. And so you're not going to be creating content for everybody, and that's good. You want to create content for your exact people and the ones who have the very questions you can answer and problems that you can solve. Please don't fall into the trap of thinking that if you niche down, you won't blow up on YouTube, because you absolutely could. There are some great examples that are super specific in their niche, and they're talking to a very particular group of people, and they have still blown up over time. Some examples are primitive technology, barbecue, right? Could you get any more niche? Stone Coat countertops, Cato Connect, Cass Thompson Careers, all channels I highly suggest you go and check out. But they are prime examples of super niche YouTube channels that are successful, and they are exploding despite being niche, but actually they're exploding because they are niche. Their people know that channel is for them and they buy in. This is how you're going to make money with YouTube. You're going to clearly know who you're talking to. Other examples of how this concept works in media across the board, think of the Disney Channel, Nat Geo, the Golf Channel, the History Channel. All of those channels serve a specific niche. Now, chances are, if you are at this incredible summit, you have some idea who your niche is, but if you don't, a good exercise to go through is to think about who you're creating videos for. In my case, I teach YouTube to business owners, predominantly women. I should say that if you're a guy, you're absolutely welcome, but I do work mostly with women who need the confidence to show up on YouTube. So this includes things like knowing YouTube strategy, knowing equipment, knowing how to lead viewers to your offers and turning them into buyers and lifelong raving fans. I work with a Pinterest strategist. Her business is a combo of doing and teaching. On her YouTube channel, she is teaching Pinterest. She, similar to me, works with business owners, predominantly women, looking to leverage Pinterest to grow their businesses. And she gives them the confidence to do Pinterest in a way that grows their posture and pretty much near guarantees they dominate Google as well as Pinterest, so that they can actually go into Pinterest with a plan. Another example, let's say you're a photographer. You specialize in newborn photography as your own area of expertise, but you're also bossing a side hustle, which is something like teaching others how to excel newborn photography, or you're coaching so that they can avoid some of the pitfalls you went through and, of course, benefit from your experience. You're teaching them everything from how to get the newborn shot, the equipment, what to do with the lighting, how far in advance to schedule a shoot and talk to the families. Those are the types of questions your audience has and content they're looking for. You work with and cater to, again, a particular group of people, your niche, the very people you talk to when you're creating your videos. Now, questions to ask yourself as you prepare to either start your YouTube channel, and this is the first time you've ever gone there, or reignite one where perhaps maybe you haven't been getting the results you desire. Perhaps there's been something and you know there's something missing in your strategy. So a question to ask yourself, or several questions to ask yourself: who is your ideal subscriber? You need to know who you're actually creating content for, and this is going to help you come up with video ideas and keep a clear focus on your niche. Okay, so what does your ideal subscriber need from you? Where are they in their journey? You know, are they female? Are they male? How old are they? You don't necessarily have to get super specific, but just a general idea as to who you want watching your videos. The next question to ask yourself is, who is watching your channel? And here's where you get to go a little deeper. So who are you creating your videos for? What do these people actually look like? What do they struggle with? Who is your ideal viewer? And then next up, you want to ask what you can teach. And the bottom line is educational content is absolutely the best content to start with on YouTube and grow your channel the fastest. People are actually searching YouTube, going back to the fact that at its core, it's a search engine, to have their questions answered. The next question you want to ask yourself is, what is your niche? You may already know this. If so, you're a step ahead. But if you don't, ask yourself what your niche is, and also think of everything here as your actual value proposition. You know, what is it that viewers should subscribe to your channel to get or to learn? Ask yourself, why does your content matter? And ask that 3 times to really dig deep. We're going to get into that in a moment. And the second part of this, of course, is getting YouTube to love you. And crucial, if you get YouTube to love you, Google will too. Now, this section here is really a talk on how you can understand how you can get YouTube to love you. And in the next section, we're going to go deeper into actual action steps. But for now, we're talking key concepts and principles, because you can't build a strong house without a solid foundation. So how exactly do we get YouTube to love us? And also, why so important? This is going to be helpful to you whether you're just getting started or you're a bit more established, but you haven't been doing things quite right or strategically enough to really benefit from the power of YouTube for your business and brand yet. Now, it's important to understand that YouTube makes money from ads. Its entire business model centers around this very fact. The more people watch videos on YouTube, the more money YouTube makes. Now, the more and crucially longer views we get, the more they do all the promoting for us, the more they push our content in front of the right people, the more watch time we get, the more eyeballs on our business, and simultaneously our other social platforms grow with more targeted people. And likely and typically the ice is already broken because your videos led them to your other platforms, to your blogs, to your websites, to your email lists, and to your checkout pages. Now, we're going to talk more in this next section about action steps and how you actually balance all of this as a business owner. But on making YouTube love you, I want you to think for a moment of YouTube as Mario Brothers for, I guess, the more 80s, 90s kids among us. Do you remember the gold coins? And if you do, you will remember that the more you collected, the better. Now, even if you don't know this analogy, take the gold coins, it works in either case. But right now we're going to semi-morph from Nintendo back to YouTube, but we're going to bring the gold coins with us for this visual. Now, on YouTube, you want to collect as many gold coins as you can. And the big 3 gold coins in 2020 and going forwards are click-through rates, audience retention, and your end screen click-through rates. Long gone are the days where keyword stuffing your titles, descriptions, and tags are the ticket, and it's becoming less and less about vying to hit the top of YouTube's search by the minute. And that is ultimately because the click-through rate, audience retention, and end screen click-through rates are the trifecta to success with YouTube. If you nail your click-through rate, audience retention, and end screen click-through rates consistently, YouTube will actually put you at the top of search, browse, and suggested features almost by default. So you need to nail these 3 things. If you're totally new to this or reigniting your YouTube channel, don't worry. You can find out about all this stuff and so much more on my YouTube channel, Pearl Goddard, and you can access your analytics by going to YouTube, clicking on your channel icon, and then heading to YouTube Studio. So your click-through rate is how well your title and thumbnail of your video get people to click. If you don't get the clicks, you're not going to get the views. Now, these are known as impressions, and it's not just down to how good your thumbnail looks or how compelling your title is. The key to getting the click-through rates is both working together. On YouTube, a good click-through rate is anywhere between 2 and 10%. And if you're doing this consistently, it's like collecting a gold coin from YouTube. Now, the biggest thing I want you to take away about your click-through rate is that you are in constant competition with yourself to do better with each and every video and to get your click-through rate even higher. Because if YouTube knows that they put your video in front of people and they're going to click on your video on average 10% of the time, they will put your video in front of more of your perfect people. Now, the next gold coin you need to collect is getting people to watch your videos to the end as much as possible. So you want to be doing everything you can to keep your people engaged, be that text graphics or B-roll, which is additional footage, or animations to emphasize your content with visuals, and also dynamic verbal call to actions. All of this put together is how you increase audience retention, and this is vital. And lastly, your third big gold coin from YouTube is in your end screen click-through rates. Now, you want to get people to the end because in the last 20 seconds of your video, you can add an end screen to get people to watch more videos on your channel. Now, remember earlier we talked about this, that YouTube makes more money the more videos people watch. So YouTube rewards the heck out of content that drives more views to more videos. So if you can get people to watch to the end and click through your end screen to another video, YouTube recommends it to more people, puts you in search, suggested, and all that great stuff. The impact on not only your channel, but your business is invaluable. There have been many great examples of how this works in practice many times over. So the key thing to remember is that your gold coins as you navigate YouTube are click-through rates, audience retention, and end screen click-through rates. Get this right, and over time, whether you're totally new to YouTube or you're a bit more established, you'll get to enjoy more of the tangible business outcomes from your YouTube channel because YouTube, in every way possible, approves your message. Don't worry, in the next section, we're going to talk some actual tactics that you can use to do this successfully. And so the second key is to know your value and know your viewer. We've talked about defining your niche and who you're speaking to so that you can really begin to mold the type of content you will be creating. We also covered the gold coins system analogy and also the trifecta for YouTube success. And now we're going to really define who we're speaking to in this section. Something to note, understand and be perfectly okay with the fact that it's going to take time to find your voice and style on YouTube, but know that being crystal clear on who you're speaking to at all levels is going to take so much time and stress out of the process for you. Also, understand and be perfectly okay with the fact that not only will your message evolve right along with you, your business, the climate, what's going on in the world, your offerings, know that your niche may change, and with that, also your value proposition, and that is perfectly okay. And that is really also how I want you to go away and think about creating your videos, right? Each and every video is a value proposition, another chance for your viewers to turn into subscribers and buyers and into your raving fans. And please also remember that done is better than perfect. Don't let not being totally clear stop you from creating those videos, because simultaneously, to truly understand who is going to be coming to your channel and what you're going to be the go-to for, the answer is in the action, and the action is creating the videos. Always think, what value can you be to your viewer? Think about your value proposition. The whole thing about your value proposition, specifically for your channel, is for people to understand what they're going to get out of watching your videos or subscribing to your channel. Humans are super selfish people by and large, and if we're going to invest our time in your content, What value are you going to provide? It could be as simple as a line that you use in all of your videos so that people know exactly what to expect from you. In my videos, for example, it's something like, and I'll go through my intro, and then on this channel, I give you all the confidence you need to do YouTube and video better. Now, most people know that I'm going to be talking about giving you the confidence to show up on YouTube, from the how to get started. I'm going to talk about editing. I'm going to talk about equipment, mindset, camera confidence, all that kind of great stuff. Roberto Blake, another great example of this, teaches all things creative entrepreneurship. And he has a great channel where he talks about online business, digital marketing, entrepreneurship, and how to do all that with YouTube at the center. His value proposition is quite simply create something awesome today. That's it. You know you're coming to his channel, and that chances are you're leaving feeling inspired to go and create something phenomenal and move your business and life forward in some way. Aaron Doughty, who in my view is another great example of this in practice, he teaches practical tools and principles that help effectively merge personal development, metaphysics, and spirituality. And his line or value proposition is something like, I'm Aaron Doughty and I help people to expand their consciousness and raise their vibrations. Again, super simple, and you know exactly what you're getting. Now, expect again that this whole component is going to evolve and change, and be totally okay with the fact that it's going to take practice. But this is such a crucial element to mesmerizing your viewers, and video by video, compelling them to hit that subscribe button, and so much more. Now, I've personally been doing this nearly 18 months, and that line has grown and it's changed as I have grown and changed. It's that classic thing of start perfectly imperfect and open yourself up to evolve. And I think the real overriding message is that you put your audience at the heart and work from there. Now, with all that, you have to simultaneously understand your why. I know that that's kind of cliche and you've heard it all before, but a great mentor once told me that if you are not attached to your why like an umbilical cord, you will lose sight of it. And she is right. Maybe you want to make videos for mums to get more organised. Why? You want to help mums get more organised so they can run their days instead of their days running them. Well, that's cool, but why? You're creating videos to help mums get more organised so they can spend more time with their family and relieve the mum guilt that comes with not being organised. Oh, really felt that one. So the trick here is to ask 2 to 3 times why, so that you can really get to the core of why you're creating your content and the value that you're going to be giving on your channel. To go through another example, maybe you're a yoga teacher. You're creating videos to give full-time working mums who don't have time to do yoga. But why? You're creating yoga videos for a full-time working mum who doesn't have time to do yoga, that needs an outlet to relieve stress and anxiety. And once more with feeling, why? You are creating yoga videos for a full-time working mum who doesn't have time to do yoga, that needs an outlet to relieve stress and anxiety so she can lead a healthier life. That one packs so much more of a punch, okay? We're going to do it again for online businesses. So you're making videos for online businesses who want to create digital products. Why? For online businesses who want to create digital products, who want to free up more time so they can spend it with their family without worrying about their finances, because they've created an evergreen digital asset. By doing this, what you're actually doing is creating solid foundations. If the same type of person is watching your video over and over, YouTube will recommend to more of those types of people who will watch it and become part of your community. And you see from this how that snowball effect starts to play out. So if right now you're just getting started with YouTube, or you're starting over having had some experience, a great exercise to do is to take the questions from earlier and get your thoughts down about what your value proposition is before you touch that record button. And the third key, we're going to talk about types of videos that every YouTube channel should have. Now, with your niche clear and your value proposition mapped out, you begin to mold the type of content you could create. Now, it's important to understand the different types of video that you should be creating for your YouTube channel. Now, there are 3 main types of videos you should be incorporating into your YouTube strategy and use when you are creating and molding your content. what types of content you put on your YouTube channel should be aligned with what's going on in your business, and also it helps to decide the perfect ratio of different video types, which can get pretty nuanced, but as a general rule of thumb, this works. So the 3 types of video are, firstly, the discoverable video. Now really, this is meant to cast out the net to a bunch of different people and bring them to your channel. These are the evergreen videos. They are designed to bring new people to your channel. Now, a discoverable video, typically they are how-tos, trainings, tutorials, tips, and advice type videos. Those types of evergreen content that really show your expertise and authority that can work for you 24/7 to drive more leads to your channel. Basically, what this equates to is your video sales team. That is your evergreen content. And the second type of videos you should really have on your YouTube channel are community videos. Now, these aren't really meant to go big or stratospheric. They are literally designed to build your community. So you bring people to your channel with your discoverable video. They like how you teach. They get lots of value from your tutorials and how-tos. They regularly take notes. They recommend you to your friends. They've hit the subscribe button. Now it's really about building that know, like, and trust with them by sharing more community, more lessons, mistakes, the odd vlog, behind the scenes, maybe personal opinion or mindset matters type content. Basically, community content that's for connecting with your subscribers and nourishing that relationship with your loyal following. And this leads to what happens when you drop the third type of video, which is your sales video. Now, on sales videos, the people that have come through your discoverables and your community videos, they are most likely to come to your sales videos and absolutely buy from you. The people that first discovered you then became more and more a part of your community through those types of videos. But the new people that just found you probably won't buy from your sale videos, but they'll watch your community videos and feel the value in your cultivating a relationship with them through your community videos, which is what will ultimately lead them to booking calls, buying your courses, checking out your masterclasses or your offers. So to recap, the 3 ultimate keys to winning with YouTube. The first big key is niching to grow, getting YouTube to love you at the same time. The second key is to know your value and know your viewer. So we're even deeper. At this point, we've identified our niche, or we already know who that is. And now we go deep dive on the type of content that we're creating in order to bring them to our channels. And then the third and final key is exploring the different types of video that every YouTube channel should have. And we established that the main 3 are your discoverable videos, your community videos, and your sales videos, so that you can intentionally create and run a YouTube channel where you will get those tangible outcomes, be that more income, be that more customers, be that more experiences, be that more speaking events, whatever the picture of success is for you. You can intentionally leverage your YouTube channel when you know these 3 big keys and implement them. Ooh, that was a lot of information. Take a breather. I hope you got lots of notes and tons of value from this presentation. But, you know, I didn't introduce myself all that much at the beginning. I'm not one for long, boring intros. I just wanted to make sure that you guys got as much value as humanly possible. The whole point and theme of this summit is that you understand what to do moving forwards with your business in as many different ways as possible. So a quick word on why you might want to listen to me about YouTube. First of all, I started my own YouTube channel back in August 2019 after about 18 months of working on the YouTube channels of a multitude of other entrepreneurs. In that time, I have been named one of the top 15 YouTube channels for entrepreneurs to follow by FeedSpot in 2020, among names like Gary Vee, Marie Forleo, and Roberto Blake. And this is a spot I'm proud to say I've held since Feb 2020. That still feels kind of surreal. I've helped hundreds of women start YouTube channels that grow their businesses, because ultimately my superpower is that I give them the confidence they need to do it, right? That's really important. Featuring multiple times on national TV and radio, a performing arts and tech background spanning 20 years, YouTube was an obvious choice for me. And news just in, I was shortlisted for the top 50 Black, Asian and minority ethnic female entrepreneurs under 50. Way before, during and beyond COVID, YouTube in my world and in the world of the people that I work with continues to boost my authority in a big way. And that's how I get to join the ranks of some of the most phenomenal minds in the business at this summit and a great many others now. I worked closely with a client recently who, under my mentorship, gained a $3,000 client for his coaching business. It turns out said client only needed to see 3 of his then 24 videos on a channel that had 245 subscribers. I made it my business to learn everything about YouTube in the context of business and continue not only to get great results for myself, but also for others. So we're going to talk a little bit about next level YouTube, right? Once you've got a real handle on the 3 keys that I shared with you through this presentation, you're going to need to then go and actually validate your content before you hit record. Something that I see so much of is, even with the most kind of niche channels, as we've kind of addressed throughout this presentation, what can happen is this kind of step missed out where basically not validating your content is kind of like, it's like throwing spaghetti at a wall and hoping that it's going to stick, if you get my meaning. And this is something that's costly in YouTube journeys. And so you're going to want to know that you are in fact creating videos that your audience will love, are searching for, and critically actually see. If you're going to execute on YouTube for your business, you're not going to want to have to spend crazy amounts of time only to create videos that get no views, no return on your investment of time. So with that, I'm running a virtual workshop sharing my exact process for creating 4 to 6 validated YouTube video topics that rank well on Google and YouTube in just 2 hours every 4 to 6 weeks. This gives me 4 to 6 weeks worth of content that before I even hit record, I can be fully confident is the right type of content and the type of content that gets me the most return on my time, be that to grow my channel and get more views and subscribers, or to grow my email list, attract my audience to other platforms, sell my products and services. The list is endless. And I achieve this in a small and smartly executed pocket of time, literally once every 4 to 6 weeks, leaving only filming, editing and uploads to worry about. Further, there's just no sense in worrying about filming, editing and uploading if the pre-work isn't being done. And this is the #1 reason I see so many YouTubers, but specifically YouTubers who are using YouTube as a route to grow their businesses, fail. So if you've been waiting to finally start that YouTube channel and in a time where it's never been more important to embrace video as a whole for your business, you know you can't keep waiting, then this workshop is absolutely for you. So if you've been waiting to finally start that channel, you can actually save your seat using the link below. And thanks so much for coming to the presentation. I'll see you soon. Bye.